Good afternoon, Hope, new agents. Okay, we're going to learn a little bit today about the business and the industry and get you started in making some money. Last year, over 4 billion prescriptions were filled. As you probably were told earlier, the total cost exceeded 350 billion. And that's estimated to go over 600 billion by 2017. More than 50% of all healthcare expenses are related to prescription costs. Healthcare reform does not address this, so we have a growing industry. Getting started, we need you to have a lot of energy and excitement of a new opportunity. It's time to put that intensity to work. Don't hesitate for a moment to jump in and get started. That's one of the probably the most common things. People get procrastination in it, but we want to jump you in here fast, making some money. So don't be that bird that perches on the limb and just sits there. Okay, it's your responsibility to keep pace. So let's learn now about the RX industry. Pharmacy benefit managers. Ever heard of them before now? Probably not. Okay. They are the middleman, third-party administrators of prescription benefit programs. So they actually decide what the cost is that they're going to charge at the pharmacy, not the pharmacists themselves. Okay? So there are about 60 companies that generate $270 billion in revenues, and that's billions of dollars in profits to them. They're overcharging as their business strategy. They are overcharging at the expense of Americans, and they have 750 lobbyists that protect their interests. So no one's actually come after them until the discount card business started, which actually started about 15 years ago. The big three that you probably heard, Medco, Express Scripts, CVS, and they create a middleman that is too big to play fair, and they're not even controlled by the government. And so let me show you what actual drugs are on the streets. These are here in Los Angeles. Same drug, metformin, 500 milligrams. Make note, it's on Pico in Los Angeles, 90035 zip code, and you see 4 different prices. That's because each of these CVS, United Pharmacy, they're all controlled by different PBMs. Another, OxyContin, you'll notice that the difference here, $15 to $43, same exact milligrams, but yet the PBMs charge different prices. Another one, again, and you'll be able to get on the back office and see some of these things yourself here shortly, okay? And just last one, and you'll see here it goes a little $7 to $19. But what we do is we jump the PBM. We go over them. So we have a card that goes directly to the consumer and cuts the PBM out. That's why it works so great. Now, there are other discount cards. I don't want you to think we're the only discount card, but in a marketplace such as ours, in any marketplace, competition's good. The difference is we're the #1 prescription discount card. So you just became part of the #1 discount card in America. And when you get to see the actual discounts on your back office, you'll be able to appreciate this. Okay, first of all, our card is 100% free. It does not cost anybody to enroll. Okay, so there's no charge for this. And then I always ask salespeople, can you give away something for free? Okay? No deductibles, so they don't have to qualify for it. The card is immediate. It starts giving a discount the very first prescription. There's no waiting period, so they don't have to wait 30, 60, 90 days. They can take the card that you print them off and go into the drugstore and use it right away. Best part, it never expires, so there's no limits on it. Someone has a drug that they're taking for life, they would get that discount for life. And as you receive your transaction money, you've got to ask yourself, is that good news or bad news? Pre-existing conditions. Unlike health insurance, where pre-existing conditions are either waived or not accepted, this card does not have any pre-existing conditions restrictions. It also helps reduce the insurance experience for small businesses. So if you have some small businesses around your area and you go talk to them about their prescription drugs, you can let them know this would help control their premiums because it does help reduce the experience ratio. We'll have more about that later in other trainings. Okay, how big are the savings? Well, we're totally transparent, and we actually have you on the back office, as Kevin says, and showed you. We will be able to get you on and see some other transactions. One part that I do want you to know that on your back office is a vision and dental sign-up tab, another product that we have. Please check it out. And of course, the bottom, the second to last bullet there, transactions are paid out on the 5th and the 20th, so you want to be able to track those and make those your 2 favorite dates of the month. Okay, on your back office is a pharmacy search button. You hit that, and you can actually start looking for pharmaceuticals and their prices. You'll also be able to see the discounts, the different pharmacies that your card is being used in, and of course, the savings. And with that, there's also a part that shows what you're being paid. Let's commit. Okay, there's no real secret to success. It's just basically getting out and being committed to your business. Decide how much time you'll dedicate to the effort of helping others, and determine how much of yourself you're willing to commit to attain the residual income for years to come. Again, that's why we do this business. Someone's taking a med, and it's like diabetes. They're taking it for life. If you gave them an 80% discount on that, they probably would never leave you, and you would have that for life. Well, what's going to do for the next 24 hours? Actually, I'm going to give you through the weekend. Let's get this to-do list accomplished. Decide on why. That's very important. Concentrate on and affirm your why. This is your motivation, desire to make the most of the opportunity. It's the fuel you'll need to get up, because every day you got to get up and motivate yourself. And of course, why? Most people will say for the money. Establish your hours. This is absolutely crucial for all new people. You've got to sit down and say, I'm going to work the business 2 hours, 4 hours, 10 hours, whatever you're going to do, and actually put a goal sheet together, letting yourself be gauged on yourself. Are you working the business? Are you getting the income you desire? Create a contact list. Again, a very important thing to do over this weekend. Try and get 100 names of people that you know, family, friends, neighbors, that you want to help out, and get them your card as soon as possible. Definitely when you start seeing the savings in the back office, you will be very glad you did this for your family and friends. Review the marketing materials. Okay? We want you to have all the marketing materials and products and training that you need. So there will be quite a few of these trainings as we grow the business with you. Some of our marketing materials. Excuse me. First of all, I do want to handle the most common question, because you are going to be asked this question by everybody. How do you make money on this? If you ask any of our agents here in the area, they're going to tell you this gets asked to them 99% of the time. There is one certain answer. I only make money if you save money on your prescription. So if you please kind of note that down. You're going to get asked this. If you have that answer, it actually makes a big smile on everybody's face. Okay? Again, I want you to look at our card, and on the bottom of the card, you see it says HopeRxCard.com/Hope2222. One suggestion is, if you're tech savvy, is go to GoDaddy, get a URL that you want to be put there, and change that, because if you're driving customers to your website, it might be easier for them to say Best Buy for RX, type that in, or something like that. So again, this is not very expensive. It's about $8 a year. And if you need help on it, certainly give us a call, and we'll help you out. We do have flyers, and you can get these, and we'll send these as PDFs to you that you can walk around and hand out. They come in different styles. We do have counter displays. Okay, so again, these are very inexpensive. We'll mail them out to you. Get you started. You can walk into doctor's offices, etc. We do have shirts. We do have business cards. We do have professionally made letters if you want to do the mailing, and put cards in a mail and mail to doctors and urgent care centers. So with that, let me show you some ways to pass out the cards so that you can get them out in a reasonable way. Again, I'm going to give you just a minute to kind of look this over. I don't want to read them all. Here in Los Angeles, we find doctors' offices very easy to get in and give them cards. Again, the doctors want their patients to come back. Labs, urgent care, just to name a few. You can see truck stops, retirement homes. The list goes on and on and on, and you can certainly have a copy of the list to get you started. My suggestion is to pick out 4 of these that you want to do and try and get them out there. We also have doctor appointment cards. So if you go into a doctor and you've seen these appointment cards, and you can actually make them an offer. We'll make them an appointment card and put your card on the back of it, so their client or their patient would have a card to go right down to the pharmacy and use. We also work a lot with churches, and we have a lot of churches that need to have fundraisers, and so we will put their logo on that. We also, as Kevin's already told you, we do private schools, and they raise funds. Booster clubs, for instance, when they're on football, basketball teams, they want to raise funds. As you know, a car wash that they have once a year for the basketball team, how many times do you get paid for that car wash? Once. Here, the drug prescription business, we get paid every month. Nonprofits. You can get on Google and get all kinds of nonprofits in your area and simply go over and tell them, we'll make a card, put your HOPE card on the back, and basically it helps them raise funds. Of course, you've seen all these big nonprofits, and a lot of these do sign up with it. So if you have some of these in your area, you might want to go and talk to them. Okay? Some marketing tools that we have that you can get involved with. We do have direct mail pieces that you can mail out, as I said before. New business list, easy one to go in. New businesses in your area, you go in and you ask them if they have health insurance and would they like a prescription drug card that they can give to their employees. A lot of networking works very, very well. If you go into the networking like leads clubs, things like that. Trade shows, county fairs, easy to get into. Again, your athletic events. For you guys that are playing golf, hey, what about all the golf tournaments? You can get out there and be a sponsor of the golf tournaments. We do have radio ads that you can get and place on your local radio. They're very inexpensive. Magnetic signs for your car. Local press releases. That if you might want to have a press release in your local paper, this works very, very well. They put the card in the paper, so your small town papers get involved with this. You'll notice that Kevin likes the next one down, the happy hour deal. He recommends that. Get out there and talk to people and give them some happiness. Okay? Card distribution plan. You might want to jot this down now. Okay? The recommended way to put out cards so that you can actually put a game plan. Remember I said, try and get a routine going. If you get a routine, this works very simply. We recommend 250 cards per day. That might sound a lot, but it really isn't. You go into a doctor's office, you give them 25, 50 cards. How long does it take you to visit 5, 6, 7 doctors? They're mostly in these medical centers. You want to put out at least 1,250 cards per week. Obviously working a 5-day week there. And your goal is to be putting out 5,000 cards per month. Again, when you start looking at 5,000 cards per month, transaction-wise, 1 or 2% of that, you're making some serious money very quickly. Okay? Our commissions, to remind you, one claim, you're going to get paid 75 cents until you reach 100 claims. Then you're going to be paid $1 per claim. Obviously, that's $100. When you get to 500 claims, we're going to pay you $1.25. All the claims before all go up to $1.25. When you reach 1,000 claims, you can see that's $1,500 a month. And that's coming in every month. We've never seen a check go down. They only increase. Then start thinking the big numbers. 5,000. We have people that do 5,000 in just a year. And of course, 7,500, the top event, that's $15,000 in residual income. You don't have to stop there. Think about 10,000. There are actually people in our business with our company that have 10, 15, 20,000 transactions. So we're going to throw in some bonuses for you. We're going to have you get a car allowance. 3,000 paid transactions, we're going to send you a $300 car allowance to help you out. 5,000 transactions, $500. 7,500, now you're actually being able to pay your own car, but we're going to sweeten it up. And again, when you get to 10,000, we'll help pay the gas, the insurance on that Beamer that you see below there. We also have paid vacations. We send people all the time on our 2-night, 3-day vacation all over the United States in your area. We do go and have planned vacations for you to come out here to Palm Springs shortly. We do have other plans of going to other places. And a lot of these are going to be paid and exciting as you meet all the other people that are doing the business with you. One thing you do want to know is the tax advantage of your business, okay? And I always joke here in our office, the right number to pay Uncle Sam, and of course that would be 0. But you got to be careful. We don't want to go to jail for that. But remember, your home-based business is a write-off up to 25%. Your vehicle, your office, entertainment, property taxes, as you see the list here. Okay, so being 1099, self-employed, you'll all fill out a W-9. If you haven't yet, you will. And of course, you want to start watching that because when you're making $15,000 a month, which is doable quite quickly, you're making some serious cash. And if you don't write it off, you know Uncle Sam or your state's going to get it. Okay? We have no territories. You may go anywhere. Again, if you're doing the mail system with us and you mail to Hawaii, that would be a write-off for you, going to Hawaii. It's immediate income. We pay you right away and every month. There is no real inventory. However, you do get cards, and you'll see here in a minute, and you got to get them out. Very minimal accounting, but the most important thing that I tell everybody is the survivorship rights. Because when you get a $15,000, $20,000 a month check coming in, and unfortunately you die, you don't want all your work to go south. So we're going to allow you to pass it on to your estate, and whoever that is would receive that check. You will be getting a contract, and we will have you sign the contracts and get it back to you, which have all this inside of it. Okay, who's going to benefit? Well, first of all, you know these two pharmaceutical companies, they want to produce and sell more meds, so do the pharmacies. Remember, a pharmacy only gets paid with a transaction fee, it's called a dispensing fee, of about $1 to $4. And if they don't raise the amount of volume and foot of the people coming to their pharmacies, they can't make more money. So again, by giving discounts and having a happy customer, that brings people back in. We also know the physicians really enjoy the card. We get quite a few calls from doctors here at the office ordering more cards because their patients can then afford their medicines, and that helps them out. We also know the consumer saves money and the nonprofits make money. So we know those two groups are getting a great thrill out of the card. The business owner, and again, this will be another webinar, but we're going to teach you how businesses and how to walk into a business and give cards out for their employees so the business can control their health insurance premiums. And of course, the H.O.P.E RX agent, they benefit by having a great residual income and building a business. Ordering your cards. Now, first of all, cards are free on your website. You may promote your website any way you like to do it, SEO if you know how, and drive traffic there. You can also print cards simply by going to Staples if you wish, and you can get the card stock. We'll send you the PDF of your card, and you can print it on your home computer. Or if you wish, we'll send you 100 blank cards. Okay, what I mean by that is if you look at the card on your screen, it says Hope 2222. It would actually say Hope, and it's actually a line. You would write in your number. These are professionally made cards that as you get more in the business, you'll see that they come very inexpensive to you, but that's a great way to send and get your cards out. You may also have 1,000 cards with your number already imprinted, and if you have a new website, imprinted on it too. Those are $35, a very inexpensive way, if you do the math, to get professional cards in your hands so you can walk and talk and hand them out. And the best deal all is 5,000 cards. As I mentioned earlier, your goal should be doing 5,000 a month. For $70, you can't even make or print these cards yourself, and we will drop ship them straight to your home. So you can have cards as little as 5 to 7 days just by ordering, and we do that, we'll send you a link, and it has all the information you need. We just need your address, where to send it, and we will even do that today. We'll get you started right away so you can start making income. Okay, I want to leave you today, though, with some contacts. Please write these down. Okay, our home office, and again, my name is Mike McCoy. You can reach me at 800-877-9096. A fax, in case you want to fax anything over, 909-484-1114. And the email right now is kevin@hoperxcard.com. And again, I want to thank you for coming on board and joining us, and I look forward to having some big checks and seeing you in Palm Springs in the near future. If you hold on, we're going to take a couple questions. Thank you.
All right. Hope you all are still with us here. Let's see if we have any questions. If you do have any questions, if you can raise your hand, I will unmute you so everybody can hear the question, and then I'll mute you, put you back on mute and try to answer that question for you. So if anyone has any questions, again, you want to just raise your hand here if I can see you. If Brandy has any questions. Brandy, can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, I can hear you. I was just wondering, how do I get the PDF files and the mailing, like if you want to mail your cards out
I will get that. I will get that to you right now. What is your number?
It's 2364.
2364. Okay. I'm going to send you over a PDF file, and for anyone else who wants this PDF file with your personal card, just send me an email at kevin@hoperxcard.com. But I'll send you over. It's going to be a front and back. It's a two-piece. You can actually put this card on a memory stick. It's already formatted. It's called Print Ready Art. It's formatted already for a printer, so you can walk it into your local printer. You can walk it into a Staples. You can, if you're tech savvy enough, you can go to Vista Print. I think they'll make your first 250 cards for $10 or something, very inexpensive, so we can get those for you guys. But I'll send those over again. Just send me an email if you want those. Okay. Thanks, Brandy. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mike. Also, those of you who want cards, I will send you over a link. I'm going to send you over 3 links today. It's going to be on the same email. There's going to be 3 different links. One is going to be for the $5 cards. It's going to be, you can pay with credit card or PayPal, however you want. You'll see it's very easy from the link. You just click on the link, on the $5 link, the $35 link, the $70 link. Your cards will be at your house. If you do the blank cards, we'll get those out today in the mail. But if you do the $35 cards, the 1,000 or the 5,000, they'll be at your house about 6 days. I see that Karen has a question here, so go ahead, Karen.
Yesterday I spoke to you about getting the PDF files for school fundraisers.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't get those to you, so I'll get those out to you right now when we conclude this webinar. That is the fundraiser flyer that you're looking for. Is that correct?
Right, right.
Perfect. I'll get that over for you today.
Thank you.
Thanks. Let's see here. Corey. Wow, Corey just got started today. Go ahead, Corey. You have a question? Corey,
no, I don't.
No, you're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
You sent me the information I needed.
Oh, you got the website just now?
Yes.
Perfect. Go ahead and set up that back office. Nikki, did you have a question? Nikki Smith? No, hold on one second here. Tracy. Tracy just got enrolled today, too. Tracy, are you
yes. I want to know about the fundraising a little bit more because I already know 2 or 3 that I want to get started on that.
Okay. Basically, how the fundraiser works, it works 2 different ways. We have they can get their own card. And again, we didn't really go into this. We will have another webinar for business builder accounts. But anytime you sign up a nonprofit organization, obviously they want the profits. That's why they're enrolling and getting their own card. So what we do is we make them their own card. We can actually customize it with their own logo if they want. And you get an override off their account. We don't take any money from the nonprofit. We normally set up all nonprofits on a fixed contract. All their transactions are paid at $1. Most of the churches that we have enrolled and the schools that we have currently enrolled, they all get $1. It's a fixed contract. If you notice on your contract, as we went over the commission schedule, it's a variable contract. It goes up with transactions. On our nonprofits, it's fixed. Your commission, though, on the override on them will also vary. Starts at 10 cents, goes all the way to 50 cents. So you go out there and sign up a big nonprofit, and you start making some pretty nice overrides. And again, that is a whole other aspect to our business. We do have agents. That's all they do is contact nonprofits all over the country. In fact, if you happen to go on to yellowpages.com, there's about 60,000 churches in just one state of Texas. So that's another way to do the business. And again, we'll have another meeting on how to get nonprofits going. But if you do have a nonprofit, you're welcome to send me an email, and I'll get back to you on how we can get a nonprofit started for you. All right, does that answer your question, Tracy?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Karen, did you have another question?
Yes, I do, Kevin. Are you still having the meeting on the 4th?
Yes. Are you local?
Well, I know Brittany will be going, so I'm going with her.
Yes. Yes, for all of you that are on this call, if you're local to the Los Angeles area or the Ontario area, we are having a live meeting on June 4th at 11 o'clock in our auditorium. It's open for anybody, so you're welcome to come if you're local. It's also a payday meeting. The first Tuesday of the month is when we cut all the checks for payday. So it is going to be a big meeting. We'll have some raffles and everything too. So if you are local and you want to come in, you're welcome to do so. And if you don't have the company address, I'll give that to you. You can just send me an email. If you have a pen right now, you can write this down. It's 9267 Haven Avenue. That's 9267 Haven Avenue, and that is in the city of Rancho Cucamonga, California, 91730. So yeah, look forward to seeing you there, Karen. All right, Valerie, did you have a question, Valerie? Valerie, are you there?
I am.
All right.
Yeah, I wanted to know if it was possible for me to connect up with any agents here in the Phoenix area just to hear about their experience. Is that a kosher thing
I
to
could
do?
definitely get you on the phone with somebody. I'll have one of our district managers give you a call. You're out in Phoenix, you said?
Yeah, I am, and
Yep.
I actually want to talk to somebody who's like out in the field doing it and
Yes.
how it's been for them. That's really helpful to me.
Okay, that sounds great. Yes, all of our districts are in the field. They don't teach from the office. They definitely teach from the field. So absolutely, I'll have one of our agents or our district manager, I think his name is Dan Randino, that handles that. I'll have him give you a call for sure.
Yeah, because for me to move on this, I just want to hear that. I want to hear from people who are out in the field doing it.
Awesome. And if the first way to really see the benefits of your card is to print one online. And if you know a family member or a friend that's on a medication, walk right into the pharmacy with that card and make sure that pharmacist types that RX VIN numbers and the PCN code in. You can see the savings immediately. But I will definitely have.
So I can't see that in my back office. I have to go into a pharmacy, correct?
No, you can do it from your website. If you guys are still looking at your screen now, you can go right into your website. It is kind of confusing, but if you scroll to the top of your website and hold on one second. If you go to the top of your website and click on mail order, and then you scroll to the bottom, you will see prescription price lookup. All you need is the first 3 letters of the medication. So if I typed in the first 3 letters, click for pricing or hit enter. It's going to bring up all the medications that start with those first 3 letters. You go ahead and select one, type in the quantity that you want, and your pricing will come up. This is going to be an average pricing. It's not going to be identical. It could be off by some pennies or some little bit of dollars, but this medication is $57. If you compare it to the name brand medication, it's $565. So yes, all of you are able to do this from your website. You click on mail order pharmacy, type in the first 3 letters. You do need to know the milligrams of the medication that you're looking up.
Okay, but I have a question about that. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
But what you're showing me is there's a generic form and then the brand form.
Yep, you can fill both of them.
Oh, but you can't see the savings. What I'm seeing is this. Okay, this is compared to what I know the price to be, rather than it doesn't compare it right there.
Right. The medication is going to vary by every single pharmacy you go to, so we can't put the pharmacy price, whatever they're saying, because you may have a $20 copay, you may be paying cash, so you're going to see the discounted price with our card. On all of our website, anytime you're looking up a medication, you're going to see what the medication costs with our card. Now, if you did walk into the pharmacy, a specific one, he could tell you, hey, cash price on this med's $82 or whatever. But always on our site, you're going to see our price.
Okay, but what I was doing is I was looking at the site and I was seeing the generic and then the brand name, and I was comparing those 2 prices, but that's the wrong thing. It's really, those are what, I got it. I'm understanding it.
Yep, those are, yeah. One is the brand name where you're actually paying for the name, and the other is the generic formula, exact same formula without the name.
Got it.
Got
Okay,
it?
thank you.
Yeah. All right, Valerie, thanks. Tracy, did you have another question? All right, let's see here. I think we about answered everybody's questions. If you have any other questions, maybe they do have questions. Tracy, did you have a question?
Oh, no, sorry.
No? Okay. The other Tracy, do you have a question? No? All right. Well, this will conclude the training session, you guys. Again, if you have any other questions, you're welcome to call the office at 800-870-9096. If you have any additional questions, you're welcome to send me an email at kevin@hoperxcard.com. I hope this was informative just to get you off the ground here. We will be doing some more conducive training for some different aspects of our business. Thanks for you guys' time. Again, if you have any questions, give us a call or send us an email. We'll get right back to you. Thanks, and have